If you start from the bottom, you've got nowhere else to go but up. And that's a fact. When you're in the moment of being in the bottom, like living in a trailer park, or maybe you live in the projects, or maybe you're renting an apartment, you don't have a car and you got to take a bus, or maybe you do have a car, but you don't have a lot of money, or whatever your circumstances. When you live in it, you get used to it. It doesn't seem as big, believe it or not. When you get out of it, you look back, you go, whoa, actually was kind of grown up, poor. I actually did have, my shit together. I kind of was out of it. It's like aging, becoming more mature, having more wisdom over time, looking back at the present, how much you've grown or how much you've gained, in wealth and knowledge and wisdom and laughter and gratitude, right? So first you have to break that mold of feeling like it's bigger than life in the moment. It's right here in front of you. I live here. This is my job. This is what I've got. Then you've got to write it down on paper and determine, what are you going to do about it? What can you control to change? People think that growing up in bad circumstances means they're destined for failure, or living in bad circumstances, they're destined for failure. That's not true. You're not destined for failure at all, as long as you have the mindset of you can get to where you want to go, right? You create that map. Everyone starts in the bottom some way or another. Maybe you're a rich asshole. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And maybe you were given everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you what you're lacking is life skills. You're lacking the ability to overcome adversity, objections, problems. You don't have thick skin. You can't make tough decisions. You lean on other people to do it. Those are the things. In anybody's situation has deficiencies, right? And the best way to overcome deficiencies is experience and going through that failure and failing forward and having that pain and overcoming those struggles and taking it to the next level. People that don't take control of their lives, instead, they think their circumstances control their destiny. Think about that. Where you live does not define who you are. Where you work does not define who you are. You are your own person. And if you don't like your circumstances, you can do something about it. There are ways. There are people looking to hire people. There are opportunities every time you turn around. You're just not looking. You're too stuck in the negative and not looking at the positive. You're too stuck in looking at the glass half empty and not half full. You got to start living a different kind of mindset. You've got to wake up and think positive and take it to the next level. I don't apologize for having nice because I worked my ass off. Driving nice cars, going to top hotels, flying private. I worked my ass off. I earned every single ounce. There used to be a time I used to apologize for having nice shit. Like, oh, sorry. Now I'm like, no, dude, I've worked my ass off. I've bet everything. I've done everything I could. I mean, you have to be able to bet on yourself and bring goodness to fruition. You get what you put in. That's a fact.